Hello everybody, this video here is not necessarily so much in the route builder category, but it does have a lot to do with routing. I brought up in another video about assigning drivers and trucks to particular routes, and also the ability inside CoolRunning software to go into admin settings and mobile devices and saying they can only select a certain route, they can only select a certain vehicle. But in CoolRunning you can also assign users to only to do specific delivery zones. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. What you would do is you will want to go into admin and you go to data warehouse. One second, please. Yes, I'm sorry. Admin, data warehouse, and go right into the delivery zones. Now, once we're inside right here, you can see the different delivery zones. So I can click any one of these delivery zones, and I can. Excuse me. You can click right. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. You can click up here, assign zones to drivers. Now here you have all the different drivers that are inside the system. So for instance, I could pick David Rubicki. I can see right here he's unassigned to any zones at all. I can go and click on David Rubicki and say, you know, right now he's got all the zones. But what if I want to restrict him to only specific delivery zones on his handheld? So you can only see the stops that are on his handheld. So going inside here, I can say, you know what, I only want him to have Youngstown, this one, and this one, and click Save. Now as soon as you do that, and the handheld does a complete reinitialization, then he will only see those particular zones. So what do I mean by initialization? I think it's best that I go ahead and restrict myself to only certain zones, so that way there we can actually see it on the handheld. So give me a moment here and let me set that up. Okay, so you can see right here on the app that I'm currently logged in. I'm going to go into admin and I'm going to go to setting, go to data warehouse, and I'm going to click on delivery zones, and I'm going to go to assign zones to drivers. So I'm going to go down here to my name. You can see right here I have all my zones, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, you know what, I only want Youngstown, that's it, and save it. Okay, so now my users only has Youngstown to work with. So inside the handheld now, to make it so only those areas I'm going to see now is I just go in here and I click on profile and INIT data. So that's going to go ahead and sync that up. And basically what INIT data is doing is it just kind of wipes the database clean and replaces it with what's current. Normal data refresh covers about 90% of the items. This right here has to be a full data initialization. So we'll just go and let that finish. Okay, so the data initialization is done. So now when I go into my customer list, all I'm seeing are the customers the customers that I have been assigned to see. Now, however, if I go into the routes, if I'm actually assigned a route, I can get outside those zones. So what I mean here is when I go into my route builder here, and let's just say I was assigned one of these particular routes, but some of these stops are not actually in that zone. In that situation is allowed because I'm actually choosing a route that's been assigned to me. So if I went in here and you have it set up where you can only take the routes that are given to you, in this situation right here, you'll see none of these stops here are in the zone that I just spec'd for Youngstown. Okay, but I can pick route number 2 and I can start that route. But still, when I go to my full customer list, the only customers that are in here are the Youngstown stops. Okay, so you have a lot of flexibility into basically making it so guys can only go to specific delivery zones, or you can lock them down to go ahead and being able to use the exact route and truck that you have, or you can just leave it wide open and let them pick whatever routes come up on the list and let them jump back and forth between the routes and their own customers lists. Okay, so if anybody has any questions on that, please let me know. Thanks.